Hey there, YouTube land. It's time for an unboxing. I get this stupid FaceTime password thing coming up on my Mac here, and I really am not putting in my FaceTime password because I don't go on FaceTime ever. So unless I'm on my iPad and my better half's going to town. So today, which she's not going to do for a while, because I'll be sad. I'm here with my daughter Cass, who's watching her Korean show, and Aiden's over there with the kitty cat. And I am going to kill this computer because if I see this FaceTime thing come up anymore, it's going to piss me off. Anyway, so I got one from Barnes & Noble today. No, it's not from the Criterion sale. It's actually something that I picked up a long time ago. I better have got it for him for a surprise. And the thing is that it's a Barnes & Noble takes a long time to come here. A long time. Unless you buy the $20 for the 2-day shipping. Which if we get another Criterion pack, I'll think about it, because I don't know, it's only $20. It's worth it to get on time. I got some stuff coming in the mail now that I'm kind of concerned about. I got one from eBay that I'm hoping is going to come soon, and I thought this was coming today actually because I have this eBay package, and I knew the Amazon would come, so I wasn't too concerned about the Amazon coming. So I got Scanners 2 and Scanners 3. I'm assuming, I can't see the screen the same as you guys can because the stupid FaceTime bullshit is coming up in front of there. I have to make sure that I get it there. So Scanners 2 and 3. That's a double feature. There's no features on this one, sadly. It's one of the few Screen Factories that don't have any features at all. I want it because I like the films. I like the way these are done. So, another one for the Screen Factory double feature collection. Let's go right next to my Ghoulies. And here's the other box that I got come. So this is kind of a big one. We grabbed some animation stuff when it was on sale. They had this huge animation sale on. And we had planned to get like 2 or 3 orders from there. But we came back to get like a second order just after we'd done this one. This was in our cart. And we unfortunately couldn't because the sale had ended and everything had gone back to exorbitant prices, like crazy ass prices. So as you can see, we got 4 things here, and there was a 5th one that we were going to get that I regret not getting because it would have been perfect. So we grabbed the 2. Are these the right ones? I think they're the right ones. Yeah, the 2 that we didn't have for the Saturday morning cartoon classics. It's 1960s Volume 2, and this one here has a Completely Bananas, the Magilla Gorilla story is featurette, and Saturday Morning Wake Up Calls. It has Space Cadets, The Bugs Bunny Show, Peter Potamus, just a bunch of different shows on here. So we'll look at this one after I'll open it up. I also got the Saturday Morning Cartoons 1970s Volume 2. So I have all these now. So then this has Power of Shazam, Saturday Morning Wake Up Calls. This one has Huckleberry Hound. We got Shazam on here, the Hair Bear bunch look to be on here as well. And I think there's a C-Lab episode on here. So, pretty cool stuff. Also grabbed Top Cat, the complete series. So it's the full Hanna-Barbera series, Top Cat. And there's some features on here as well. Commentary on 3 key episodes, 2 top documentaries. Back to Hoagie's Alley, the making of Top Cat covers the series history and the Cool Cats in Interview. And Cool Cats in Interview Alley profiles the memorable voices and a storyboard comparison. Top Cat sing-along and Top Cat collection of art. So we'll look at this one in a minute too. Cass? Top Cat. Hey. And last but definitely not least, one that we've been wanting for a while, and I think Cass is going to like this one as well. Yeah, I'm a big fan. We're all big fans of it in the house. Power Girls. Powerpuff Girls. What did I say?
Girls.
Power Girls. The Powerpuff Girls. 10th anniversary collection, the complete series. As you know, there's a new Powerpuff Girls coming out now. Doesn't look as good as the original series. I don't see how it can be. So it's got 6. There's 6 seasons, and there's the disc here for each season. I think, or 2 discs. I'm not sure. So we're going to look at this now. So I'll open up all of them, and don't open them up.
Yeah, I want to check and see if one of those 2. Can you check and see which one is it?
Can you check over that, Cass? Because I'm apparently supposed. Look at these there and make sure which ones we have in the collection. So while she does that, we're going to open up the Top Cat one, which we know we do not have. Not that it matters, because honestly, we bought it from Amazon. We ain't getting our money back, especially not for the price that we got them at. So, and what did I do with my knife? I had a knife here.
We're good.
All right, I knew we were.
We're good.
See, my kids have these. Most of these, actually.
Yeah, actually get them all to your so that they can see. And the orange one. Right.
They were also had the 1970s one of Charlie Brown on sale as well at that time. And I had it in the cart, and I took it out at the last minute. And as soon as I found it sales over, I was literally kicking myself because I was so upset, because they're really hard to get and really expensive.
Yeah, they were both pink.
So you're like
So
upset.
I was worried. Yeah.
So top cat opens up like this. Let's see. As you can see, there's 3 really cool discs, and it's got one of these flipper discs, which always drives me crazy. I hate when you do that. There's 30 episodes, and there's a bunch of features on here, so it's really cool to finally have Top Cat. So, and I was a big fan of the series growing up. I think Hin was a huge fan of this one. This was on one of her. This was one of.
It was not that I was a huge fan. It was not my favorite, but it came very, very late at night on back in the day on Teletoon or whatever it was.
Back up in the States was Cartoon Network, honey.
So it was. I was not really the hugest fan, but it just is bringing back my memories of very late nights watching. I think Scooby Doo was first, and then Top Cat.
Those are very different shows, actually.
I know.
So this is the Powerpuff Girls. So let's take a look at them. Let's see them, guys. So name them, guys.
Bubbles, I think?
Yeah, that's Bubbles.
All right, Bubbles. Let's say open up.
That's the only name I know.
So this one is.
I haven't watched Powerpuff Girls in quite some time.
So there's a little thing in here. Kind of a, okay. I accidentally gave 2 of these things here. Unfortunately, this is a flipper disc. But she did with a lot of animation, which really peeves me off. Next up is, okay, it's Bubbles again. They've got it done like almost like a 2-side disc, yeah.
Oh yeah, because those 2 are blue, and then these 2 are pink, and these 2 are green.
There's Bubbles, Buttercup.
I know what they're trying with this. They're trying to give like a TV style look to it, but I don't like the look of the covers of the disc. It makes it look grainy, and it makes it look almost like bootleg the way that's done, which I'm not a fan of. As you can see right there. And who's this, guys?
I haven't watched Powerpuff Girls in quite some time.
Well, there's Buttercup. I think.
Seriously, remember. I'm not going to tell.
Bubbles, Buttercup. I can't remember the other one.
It had to be another B.
Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo.
There's some extras on this one. Morning to Life, Blooper Mayor, and 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Hey, cat, no! Sometimes they want to get in, and you have to, like, be stern.
Oh, they fly at the door now? I find that kind of cute. Because sometimes he peeks over the window. It's really cute.
Does that.
So, could it be Blossom?
Blossom.
Oh.
There's like a lot of features on here, by the way, like Ryan interview with Craig, Toon, just
And Professor X. Oh, Professor.
go stop the cat.
Smokey's good.
Smokey.
Do you know what this is, guys? Huh?
That's Buttercup.
Yeah, she was like the one with the attitude. Who was it?
It was Bruno. Although Muddy's back there.
I would say I like the way the sets are. I love having the series, but I am not at all a fan of the fact that you made them flipper discs.
We paid $20 for the whole series.
Yeah, but normally
it's
it's not $20. That's the thing.
No,
this is normally a very
this is
expensive set.
This is like close to $100 set.
Yeah. So for to
I
set
don't
this,
feel as bad.
supposed to be as close to $100. They should have put more effort into the way they did it, because they made the The covers look kind of grainy.
It's actually over $100 at HMV right now.
Oh, let me see one of the covers.
See what I mean?
Oh yeah, I see what you mean because it's like it looks kind of liney.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I'm disappointed with the way they did the set in this one. I like the show, and I'm glad to have the set in my collection, but they really did a lackluster job on the presentation of the set itself. So hopefully this will not carry over to the set itself and the features. The features look to be really good. Actually, it's set over 30 hours of content. Includes the holiday special and fan favorite extras. So that's really good. So there's a lot of features and stuff on there. I just wish you'd done a better job putting it together. The box is kind of flimsy, so just so you know, this is a good series, a great series to have, but get it at a decent price because the box is actually fairly flimsy. It's fairly thin plastic, thin paper, and discs are pretty standard cases. So, as you can see, I have the complete collection here of the Saturday mornings. Slightly peeves me that I got this one in the new redone case. So if I ever find this one cheap down the road, I would get this one in the original case. They're not, if I can find them. So this is, by the way, is the which one is this? 1960s of Volume 1. This is 1970s of Volume 1, which I had before. And the 1980s, which actually turned out to be just the 1980s. Even though there's a ton of cartoons you could have went for in the 80s, he actually only did one volume of it, which was really sad. So, let's see how these are done compared to the ones that we had there before. These look to be original, not reissues. So, reissues were done almost like those 4 favorites things, and that was really misleading for somebody. Somebody would get a great deal if they picked it up, thinking it was one of those 4 film favorites things, but you would have no idea what they were getting, unless you know your stuff. So this is 1960s Volume 2, and same thing. Actually, different things on the back here. So open it up, and a much better quality thing here. We have, just gotta get this in the spot because I know these things are really tricky. So we got like a Foghorn Leghorn on here, and we have a Wally Gator. So these here are really well done. Sets are put together well. They actually had different pictures on the back, which is really good. I like the fact that it did that with a decent slipcase. I'm actually very impressed with that. The Top Cat's probably is the most impressive looks wise, because the Hanna-Barbera stuff's really well done. Although they did skimp on one disc by making 2 flipper discs, which is a pet peeve of mine. So this is the inside of the back of this one here. So let's look and see if they actually changed the back. And just did. Oh, interesting. So we see Gilligan on this one here. So I'm guessing there's at least one episode of Gilligan's Planet, the cartoon series, which would be really interesting to see again. I do remember watching all these shows when I was younger. That's definitely C-Lab right there, and that's Yogi and Boo Boo, and I like Yogi. So today's pickups, yeah, they really skimped on the packaging here. I'm glad to finally have the complete Powerpuff Girls because I love this show. It's one of my favorites. And I know, but I really wish you would have done a better job of releasing it. So, a ton of animation and another Scream Factory. I got to count my Scream Factories after and see how many it is that I got now. So, here we go. My haul for today. Scanners 2 and 3, Top Cat, the complete series, Saturday Morning Cartoons, 1960s Volume 2 and 1970s Volume 2, and the Powerpuff Girls. And look at that, it's coming out. Yeah. So who did this? Cartoon Network? Warner Brothers. You know, it's such a shame because here, the Warner Brothers are the same people that put out Top Cat, which I put in backwards, and the same people that put out the Saturday morning cartoons. So you'd think that if they're going to put that much effort into a lot of the stuff that they do, that they put into all their stuff. But apparently, when they're working with the Cartoon Network, they don't have the same amount of care that they put into it, which is a shame. We did with Hanna-Barbera. We got all these here like really cool ones and really uniform. I like the way the Hanna-Barbera stuff's done. They did do some of the later Hanna-Barbera stuff in like these here type of cases here, with kind of like an emery case.
And the archives are really not nice.
Some of the archives are, but the early archives really aren't. They're pretty much uniform cases on the outside.
Yeah, it's just like a regular case.
But Scanners 2 and 3, these are really bad movies, but I love them. This is one. If you got Scanners from Criterion, and you're not a fan of the Scanners that came out in Criterion, this isn't going to change your mind. The actors aren't much better. David Hewlett's in one of these. If you're a fan of Stargate Atlantis, then definitely. Or he did a few really, really good movies. He's a good actor. I find him very personable. But these are very cheesy. So if you're getting Scream Factory, you have to be a fan. I'm a fan of Scanners. I'm Canadian. And I grew up with a lot of the Scanner stuff. And Pierre David. Pierre David is the producer of of these here films. And Pierre David is like, I think he's from Montreal. And he produces a lot of like kind of low budget genre stuff. Like horror and science fiction, stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure he probably had his hand in like Cube and stuff like that. He was pretty much the king of it around here. He's like the Montreal version of Roger Corman. And he put out he got the rights to the Scanners thing for actually fairly cheap. Pierre David, who got the rights to everything fairly cheap. I'm sure if there's a Watcher set out there, they're pretty cheesy, and he had the right to these two. Those two. So Scanners 2 and 3 came out. This one was this is one of the worst selling Scream Factories of all time. I actually watched I will listen to a podcast and where they talked about it. And because of this, Scanners Cop and Scanners Cop 2, which they had thought about releasing, about getting the rights to, were canceled. And it's a shame because these are cheesy and they're fun. Scanners Cop, Scanners Cop 2 are even more fun. And more fun cheesy. It would have been great to have them all in the collection. Because these are... Scanners was a great idea. And the films here, like David Hewlett was in Cube, actually, is in this. And who's in this one? Liliana Komorowska from Screamers. Okay, but I originally liked 2 better than 3 when I saw them both because I took them kind of seriously. But when I rewatched them on Scream's streaming service, 3 is better because it has a higher cheese factor, and you can't take it seriously. 2 is like very cheap. Check these out, though. It's, if you're collecting the dub features, definitely get it. Get Ghoulies first, but get Scanners because if you got the Scanners and you like the Criterion one, you're gonna have fun with this. A lot less serious than the Criterion one is, and at least it doesn't have the stiff acting that the lead actor in the original Scanners does. The thing is, Scanners is a series that you really gotta love and be into because it's a really cool idea and a really cool concept, but it always hasn't been put across right. In the first one, I love Michael Ironside in the first one. The lead actor was as stiff as a board. And like you can't deny it. I mean, I like the movie. It's really good. I got it in my Criterion collection. I was really glad to get it, really proud to get it. I think it's one of my better package Criterions, one of the best things that I got done. But pretty stiff. These here are more fun. These are more the cheese factor. Some of the acting is very over the top, as in Troll-like. Troll 2-like. So, but then you got guys like David Hewlett in there as well. But it's a mix. But I find them fun. So Scanners 2 and 3 are things that I'd watch. I won't watch once, but I will watch over again because I kind of like these cheesy movies. These are the type I like. These are the type that I collect and I'll watch over again. Whereas there may be some more serious movies that are in my collections that I'll watch a few times. But something like this, I'll make Cassandra watch. I'll make Matthew watch. I'll make Hin watch because I can get away with saying it's science fiction and she'll have to watch it. And she got it for me, so she's watching it with me. So, anyway, one more time, my haul, Powerpuff Girls. I'm so excited to finally have this complete collection. I'm really a huge fan of the show. Laugh if you want, but I really did think this was an amazingly well written and well done show. Well voiced.
Powerpuff Girls are awesome.
Yeah, Tara Strong
You can
later
kick
become
your ass.
Quinn was in that,
Sugar and Spice and Everything Nice.
and Brand X.
Yes.
Top Cat, the complete series. I don't remember much about this show. She knows this show a lot more than I do. I slightly remember Top Cat. I'm not sure if it was like
He
this was
the
in.
original wise cat, or wise guy cat.
No, I'm not
He
sure.
was a scammer.
Was Top Cat like a half-hour show itself, or was it like Yogi, where they'd have like other cartoons within his program?
No, I think it was just his show.
That's not as exciting. I liked that when Hanna-Barbera did the those when you get like you turn down like Yogi or Huckleberry Hound, and they'd be like, okay, if you don't like this cartoon, there's 2 more cartoons within the half hour. One of them you're gonna like. One of them you're gonna like. Something gonna hit you. My favorite half-hour cartoons that Hanna-Barbera did were the Flintstones, which was spot on almost every time. I really love the Flintstones, especially the early stuff, and the older stuff for the later stuff for the Cheese Factory. But most of the early stuff was great, and the Jetsons. The Jetsons were amazing.
Oh, Jetsons are good.
The Jetsons is the Jetsons I think is one of the most underrated animated series out there. Nobody talks about the Jetsons ever. The Jetsons have never been ones that have been looked at for a reboot or a film or anything like that. Maybe I don't know. But Jetsons was one that was fun and it was kind of cool and cheesy. That some stuff that in the Jetsons like FaceTime and all that stuff actually exists nowadays. We have like when you go to a airport, you get on there this little like moving thing, like just like in the Jetsons, you got this like moving thing.
But I don't have my jetpack, so no.
Well, we don't have our flying cars yet, or our jetpacks, or our robotic dogs, or robotic
I
maids.
thought jetpacks existed.
Well, yeah, but not to the
They're not efficient and they're too dangerous.
we don't have enough. Yeah.
They explode.
But still, there we went on for a long time with this one here, and it's been really, really some cool stuff. I do not know where I'm going to put this animation. I got 4 like rolls at least of animation right now, and I definitely need more. What I need to get now, I have to pick up the rest of well, we need to get the rest of Thundercats for you, and Thunder, 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 Thundercats. You can't just say it once, can you? Just say Thundercats. Say Thunder, Thunder.
No, Thundercats.
Say Thunder, Thunder.
Thundercats.
Say it. You gotta do it. So you gotta like. You gotta be more than one because that's a cool name. Was it my favorite cartoon series? It was good. Was it great?
I still want Thundar.
Thunder the Barbarian is one that she wants.
The Herculoids.
I grew up with like some of the later stuff like Ed Grimley.
Lab 2020.
Like, and she does not like I like the Ed Grimley cartoon. I'm Canadian,
Ugh,
and I grew up like with a lot of like with
how
Kent
did
Fly.
that even make it on TV?
It
Like,
was
how-
funny. That's why it
who
made it.
watched that?
And that you're looking at the target audience
Oh my.
for Ed Grimley.
I was-
If I must say so
Yeah,
myself.
but you're weird.
And Ed Grimley was funny. How funny was Ed Grimley, guys? Ed Grimley was so funny that not only did he have a cartoon, but he traversed SCTV and made way over to Saturday Night Live. He did both. He didn't just do, bless you,
Excuse me?
SCTV or Saturday Night Live. He did SCTV and Saturday Night Live. Then years later got his own cartoon show. That's because Ed Grimley rules. And now it's poker time. For me right now, it really is time for tea. I am definitely in need of some caffeine.
No, going to bed.
And look at you can see up above, say hello to the great Pin Lord in the sky, the Phantom, their friend, the creature from the Black Lagoon, and that stupid FaceTime password thing popped up again. I do not know how to get rid of it because I'm not going to log in. Sorry, Apple. I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to throw you to the ground. No,
He's not a part of your system.
my dad's not a phone. So,
Man.
thanks for watching, guys. For me, for Cass, and for Hind, well, it's time to relax because right now we are out of here. Have a good night.